everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I am going to be doing a comparison, versus, so basically, Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge versus Vader Immortal, and we're going to see which one is better. So, we have categories. There is the story, then there is the gameplay, and the graphics, and then also, the last one of them all is the replayability. So, let's get into it. First off is the story. And so basically, Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge story, which I'm going to do first, is there is some cargo. And inside the cargo is C-3PO and R2-D2. And pirates are trying to get them for, I guess lots of credits and a reward because C-3PO and R2-D2, they're very special. And you crash land on the planet Batuu, and the cargo was C-3PO and R2-D2, who has also crash landed, so you need to find them before the Guavian Death Game does. And that is pretty much the whole story, pretty much, yeah. Now, Vader Immortal story has a lot to it. So basically, Mustafar is this planet that has been rotten. It has became into this lava volcano monstrosity, and that's because of Vader. Vader is taking the life out of Mustafar, trying to make Padme to come back to life. This is between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. And it's kind of an unexplored part of Vader's life. And you get to play as a character in the story. Now, you have a companion. Her name is Zoe. And you are like a smuggler. And you have been captured by Vader. And you need to, he's been capturing a bunch of people, trying to find one that is a relative of, I guess, the magic keepers of Mustafar, for Vader to unlock Mustafar's secrets to get to the core of it, the heart of it. And when he does have the heart of it, he will be able to make Padme come back. But you're kind of lost. You don't know what Vader's doing. Eventually, you'll find out during the game. It'll tell you a little bit more of information, and you're going through it. And yeah, you just have to stop Vader from killing the planet Mustafar, and you're also trying to escape because you guys were just captured by no reason. But you eventually help Mustafar, and Mustafar will become back into the green planet that it was, and you get to escape. In terms of immersive story that I think is really cool, I'd have to go with Vader Immortal on this. The story is just very involved, and it's very good, told very well. The acting is very good, and the voice acting and motion capture of everything is really nice. And it's just, the story is very good. And Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge just made it very simple, but that's kind of all you had to do for it. I'll have to give this point to Vader Immortal because it had a more intriguing story, and honestly, I kind of like that better than just, oh, you have to go save C-3PO and R2-D2, so. Forward with the story. It's just kind of straightforward, not straightforward as if the storytelling is just one simple thing, because it is very, but it's like straightforward on story. That's it. Not like the story on what things you want to focus, just the meaning of the story, just what you want to do. It's straightforward. You just want to You want to escape. You want to help Mustafar. And that is just the story. That's just straightforward for the story. There's no experimental things with objects and stuff. All you really have to do is just play some stuff, pull some levers, and that's that. That's pretty much that. Okay. It's just so cool to see that they've added this stuff in the game. But in Vader Immortal, there's no that much experiment. You can't really experiment with a bunch of stuff, and it's just kind of straight forward with the story. It's just kind of straightforward, not straightforward as if the storytelling is just one simple thing, because it is very but it's like straightforward on story. That's it. Not like the story on what things you want to focus, just the meaning of the story, just what you want to do. It's straightforward. You just want to escape. You want to help Mustafar. And that is just the story. That's just straightforward for the story. There's no experimental things with objects and stuff. All you really have to do is just play some stuff, pull some levers, and that's that. That's pretty much that. The next subject is graphics. Graphics, honestly, are pretty much the same, but I do want to talk about a little bit of this. The Vader Immortal, the scale of everything was so awesome. Like, the Rancor, which was phenomenal. Sitting there roaring and just, it's like scaling right in front of you. It's just so big and it's awesome, right? Like, Vader Immortal Episode 2 is my personal favorite. I know that most people think that Episode 1 is their favorite and maybe Episode 3 is their second. I just love Episode 2 because of the Rancor. Oh my gosh. I would fight that anytime I get to. And it's great. Like, the graphics look very good. Like, the Rancor looks awesome. Like, everything looks kind of realistic. That's what they went for with Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge also, and Vader Immortal. Vader Immortal, they had realistic visuals, and same with Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. They all did it really good, the scope and scale of things. Now, I will say that in Vader Immortal, there were only like a couple of like sights that you could see. Like, one, when you enter Mustafar, you see kind of around the planet there's like volcanoes, and entering Vader's castle is just phenomenal. But and also Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, you get to see a full view of like the world that you've been through. You can even see the end of the game. You can actually see where the boss fight takes place. It's up in this like really high tower that you go up through, and you're kind of in the sky, and you're really high up, okay? And you can actually see that in Star Wars Tales from the first level. You can see that little tower from up there, and you can also see from the top of Batu. You can see where the cantina was, or where kind of Galaxy's Edge was. And it is just so good. It's just attention to detail to everything, to the porgs. You see them flying around. It's just great, both of them. I'd say that's a tie for both of them. They both get a tie on that one. So basically, it's a tie right now, honestly. Vader Immortal wins story. Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge wins on gameplay. And they have a tie on visuals. Now, the final category. And that is the one that will decide it all. That's replayability. This one is tricky, okay? In Vader Immortal, it took me around 2 hours to complete the whole game. Not like the lightsaber dojo stuff. That would take me a lot. That's what I'm gonna get to. Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. It took me maybe like 3 to 4 hours going through to the end. Actually, yeah, 4 hours to get into the end. And the replayability, there is so much replayability in Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. So much, okay? For a VR game, at least. Like, there's a lot, honestly. And that got me around, I'd say, like, 12 hours of gameplay. And, now there is replayability in Vader Immortal. And that's just actually, the replayability in Vader Immortal is a lightsaber dojo. Lots of people are a big fan of lightsaber dojo. And honestly, it's just not that amusing to me. It's just, you fight, and that's it. You just train, I guess. But it's just, it's not that interesting, because when you've done it for a while, honestly, in my opinion, it just starts to get boring after a while. Just like doing the same thing, using the Force, using your lightsaber. And sure, you get to unlock different lightsabers and different like skin colors, I guess, for your gloves. But who cares about that, okay? And you can do that also in Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. But it's a lot simpler, and there's only like 3 of them. But it's just really simple and just fun. You just use credits to buy them, and that's pretty much it. And credits are fun to get, okay? And also, I'm probably just not good at Vader Immortal's Lightsaber Dojo, because I suck at it. Like, I am really bad at Lightsaber Dojo. That's probably why I can't, like, unlock any gloves or anything. But, yeah, that's it. That's the only replayability that you get, is the Lightsaber Dojo. In Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, there's so many other things. You can find Jax. You can find all the Porgs. You can play through a mission. That's the tail. The tail is actually really cool. You have a lightsaber in Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, and the tail. And I might do a video on it. I'm not quite sure. But I played it, and it is really creepy, but it's awesome. And there's just so much replayability. There's getting more credits, I guess, to get more weapons, or trying to get more, or trying to defeat repulsor darts, which that was a struggle, but I eventually got through that. And was it fun? Kinda. And there's just so much stuff to do. There's fighting the Porgs, right? Like I said, there is Jax. So Jax died at the beginning of the game, and eventually you find him later in the game. And then there are the other crates, the puzzle crates. Those will give you, like, I guess, other weapons, thermal detonators, which, if you know me, I love to use thermal detonators in VR games. Well, just Vader Immortal and Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, pretty much, that's it. But, yeah. It's just, there's so much replayability. I love it all, and there's going to be more coming soon. So, yes, it looks like that Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge wins. It's just, it wins on the gameplay and the, replayability. It's just that one thing that Vader Immortal's missing is replayability. I will say that I replayed Vader Immortal Episode 2 over and over and over again. I don't really know if that really counts as replayability, but I guess so. But it's just the same thing over and over again. I get bored, honestly, after that. And honestly, my friend, if you guys know, I have my friend Sai. I think I've had him in one of my channels, actually. And, yeah, I have. He tried this game, actually, and he really enjoyed it. He really liked the blaster combat and just the mechanics of the game, and of Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. And it's just a really good starter game, honestly. The game is not, honestly, hard if you put it on hard mode. You can put it on easy mode, and it's just very enjoyable. And it kind of shows you what VR can really do, especially on Quest. The graphics, great. it's just, yeah. Honestly, in my opinion, I like Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge better. And those were my reasons why. And it's just my opinion, okay? It honestly doesn't really matter. This is just kind of my opinion on... this is just kind of my opinion on the game. It doesn't really matter at all probably to you, but I just wanted to really make a video on what I think. And you probably have a lot of different opinions if you've played both games and you like Vader Immortal better. But yeah, that's just...